Good morning, guys. It is day something here in Estonia, but it's our first day in Tartu, and this is the city that's known as the head of Estonia because it's actually a student city. About 20% of the population in Tartu is actually students. And right now this is Salme. Hello. And Salme is going to be showing us around, kind of showing us not only the popular attractions here at Tartu, but kind of like the unknown things. The street art, like just around freezing and it's wet everywhere. It's an ice rink. The Leaning Tower of Pisa here in Estonia. That building's like about to tip over. So everything in Tartu is actually very, very young, very new. It may look older to some extent, but the truth is the city has been bombed and destroyed multiple times. Salme was just telling me at one point there was a count in the 1700s. There was only 2 houses remaining and 21 civilians. That's how badly it got obliterated. But you can see they bounced back. It's now a very, very beautiful town. I have to say that in my very brief time here, I think this is probably my favorite Estonian city we've seen. I really like the Tallinn Old Town, but this just kind of has a cozier feel to it.
It is cozy.
As if it wasn't bad enough when you're late for class. Here at the Tartu University, all these fellows are watching. I'm about to get hit by a car here. There is a school prison here. Apparently there was a separate jurisdiction, so the police could not actually arrest you if you were inside the school because they're just totally different places. But there was school police. If you didn't return your books, you had to spend 2 days inside the prison. Like, this is basically a water slide that is frozen over. Hang in there. This here was one of the largest churches in the entire Baltic area at one point. This is a total reconstruction because it was destroyed. That is the Angel's Bridge, and right there is the Devil's Bridge. And they're both reconstructions because in the 19th century, during World War II, they were also destroyed. Estonian Banksy. So this right here was actually coordinated by Salme. So she contacted the artist in Italy and basically worked with the building owner to get permission to have this developed. Really funny story though, maybe not so funny at the time, was when the guy was on there, he was on like one of those conveyor belts or one of those lifts, and the lift got stuck, and so the artist was stuck up there for like several hours. And that was the same day the news reporter showed up. And so when the news reporter did an article, it was all about, of course, not the art piece, but him getting stuck up there. So a bit of a nightmare at the time. Maybe funny in hindsight, I don't know. Are you laughing about it today?
Yeah.
Okay, it's funny now. Good.
The sun was shining. He even fell asleep for a moment.
He slept up there.
He was so bored. He didn't even have like a decent phone, let's say.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. And yeah, so everyone was applauding at the restaurant here when they finally got him down. Alright guys, so we just had lunch here at the Hector Hostel here in Tartu. Really good lunch and a cool hostel. They showed us around. The Estonian snow gods have not been in our favor, but the rain ones are here. Vancouver followed us. So right now we're being shown around the apparatus factory, and essentially what it was during USSR rule, it was used as a mega factory by the Russians to manufacture things. But once the Russian rule was no longer here, it kind of imploded. And so this entire really cool, almost like derelict building has been turned into a center for micro businesses. And so you'll see all sorts of little businesses operating inside this massive building. So this is kind of like the first ever commercialized way to do photography.
Yeah. So you can see it here. You have to reflect the black.
Right, to get the outline.
This camera.
Yeah.
I did myself.
That's the camera there. Guys, this is pretty cool. So this area here is a theater area, and right behind there, it's a green screen. So they'll do their entire play standing in front of there. But the cool thing is, it'll just look green to the people sitting here. But the TV monitors, which there's a few hooked up throughout, they can actually see what's being projected onto the back of the green screen. So it gives a really unique experience of having the reality right there, and then the picture that you want to see is on that TV right there. Those are arcade machines. So you make, pinball. So are they electronic or are they entirely...
No, just
wait.
your clothes and...
So those are the characters from your book?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And
did you draw those ones?
no. Nothing is drawn by me.
Yeah. You're the...
I don't draw.
We all have our talents, yeah. Look at this, guys. 100-year-old printing press sets, basically. Lemit just showed us how to make paper. He did it by hand.
We do letterpress as well. But
to spell things backwards because it's being mirrored by this, so I had it totally messed up, but Lemit's fixed it. The notebook has been made. Check this, just to get it home. Right now we're about to cut it off, guillotine style, French Revolution kind of thing.
that's exactly right. And later turned out that guillotines are useful for cutting other things as well.
Yeah. Here comes the guillotine.
So cool.
Actually, it's not cutting straight down, it's going diagonally.
Here it comes. Watch out. This is getting exciting.
It's gonna explode. It's gonna blow. Ooh, that's so satisfying. Now that it's 3 p.m., the sun is setting. Days are so short here, it's crazy. I've never experienced this in my entire life. Apparently if you go further north, like if you go up to Sweden or Norway, like it'll be even shorter. Like apparently it can be as short as like 3 hours and you don't even get like the full sun. It's like you just kind of see like almost like a sunrise, then it becomes a sunset immediately. It sounds kind of miserable. All right guys, so we are now leaving the room. We're going to
a party!
We're going to a party. And Laura claims that I didn't tell her that it was business casual formal, but smart business, so you don't like have to worry too much about it. She made a makeshift dress. She's crafty.
Well, no, it is a dress, but like I belted it. I used the handle of this purse and I belted it and then like folded it over so it looks really good. I don't like, it makes me so nervous. I'm pretty good at public speaking. In grade 9, I actually won an award for the best public speaker in my class, but before I have to public
She was
speak,
homeschooled.
I wasn't homeschooled.
It's starting to look a lot like Estonia, miss. We need a thumbnail. The event is here.
My education is much like the Estonian winter. I have -1 degrees.
There are 2 brands of local beers here, and a.counta is one of the big ones. This is not the normal size, it's a little party beer. Well, just gonna unwind after a big day. My hot date. This is Natasha. Just kidding. This is Natasha. Alright, so right now we're behind the scenes with the startup day. And we're in the creative lounge. What do you guys call it?
Spark Maker Lab. It's an open workspace for everyone that likes to make things.
And so you're working on this.
This is the Gritter. This is the world's best ultrasonic vinyl record cleaner.
Wow.
It's the smallest on the market. It's the most comfortable to use on the market. It's the most silent on the market, and it cleans the best. So, and it's also pretty much the cheapest.
And then this right here.
Our DIY headphones made out of scrap cardboard.
Beats isn't gonna know what hit them.
Yeah. Yeah, so Beats by Spark Maker Lab.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah, sure thing.
It's nice, actually. It's got a nice feel to it, you know? Like with the Google Cardboard, you could be listening to have your VR going and then this.
Yeah.
Develop the speaker yourself. In other words, it's not just an inserted speaker in cardboard.
Well, yeah, it's a really simplistic design. So you have a speaker membrane.
Yeah.
You have some paper suspension. Then you have a copper coil. You have 2 of these speakers.
Yeah.
Well, two speakers make your headphones.
That's so cool. There it is, guys. Oh. Wait for the drop. Wait for the drop. If you turn it up any louder, would it blow out?
No, no. The wonder of the DIY speaker is that you can just abuse it any way you like.
Yeah.
So nothing much happens to it.
And nothing much comes out.
Well, yeah. Electric guitar.
Wow.
So again, really simple.
Yeah.
All you need is an
Love, yeah.
all you need is love, a metallic string, and
just like a kickoff event for like the speakers and the people organizing it.
Yeah.
To, like network and mingle.
and tingle and stuff.
Yeah, but the coolest thing was we were brought behind and we met those guys, and it's just so cool like hanging out around startup people who are like
really
tinkering with things. Those are my kind of people. Like I really am an entrepreneur at heart, and I know that like if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, like that would be the environment that I would do best in, was like just in a workshop with ideas and testing things out. Gets me really excited. Here I am today running a very different business than I ever expected. You know, now it makes sense because I've been making videos for so long. It just feels natural and normal that this is what I do for a living. But if you had told me 2-3 years ago that I'd be making videos for a living, like I wouldn't have believed you, because I have no background in film. I really didn't even have like a major interest, but I'm so thankful I found it. It really wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me going on exchange to Thailand. And you know, I always think to myself like, what if? And like one of those what ifs is like, what if I hadn't worked the summer before at my university? That's where I met this girl who was telling me, oh, I'm going on exchange to Thailand. And I was working with her all summer and we talked about it enough that like, it finally got me to think, you know, maybe I'm gonna go on exchange to Thailand. You never know who you're gonna meet or what's gonna happen in your life that can like set you on the right course, even the wrong course. In my case,
it's so funny how like all these things lined up to you doing YouTube, where it's like, I think even, you know how when you were deciding on going on exchange, you were actually gonna go your 3rd year, and the only reason you didn't was because basically, like, I think if you had gone on exchange earlier and then gone back to school for 1.5 years or like a year, you would have just gone into the corporate world, because it wouldn't have been
I don't think I would have started a vlog. I don't think that would have ever happened.
I look like the Kermit the Frog meme.
Yeah, you do.
We're totally gonna take a picture. I'm gonna put it on Twitter with some stellar caption I haven't figured out yet.
So I'm gonna end off the vlog here. It's been a good day, and tomorrow is gonna be a really interesting day. I'm gonna be speaking in front of hundreds and hundreds of people. Laura has her workshop with like 40 people plus, and all of our sections are just totally filled up. Obviously the social media topic is getting a lot of people's interest, and hopefully we can deliver. We will deliver. And guys, if you've made it this far in the video, please leave it a big thumbs up. It means a whole lot more than you think, and let's get lost again tomorrow.
Sweetheart?
Yeah?
Why won't you touch them?
Touch what?
My breasts.
That's so inappropriate.
Very, very.
You can't